Hey, what's up, guys? James Bishop Horn, Single Dad's Tribe. How's everybody doing today? I'm outside right now trying to dodge the apocalypse. You know, the world is burning right now. We got the fires that are burning the industrial side of our city. We also have the cannibals. We have the T-virus going on. Also, you know, civilization is being wiped out and oppressed. And me and my kids are heading north to the mountains because that's where there's a colony. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know, everybody at home, man, stay safe, stay strong. Keep the faith. Don't let the cookbook cook up all that craziness in your brain. Stay positive, y'all. It's a great time right now, and it's crazy because the kids are out of school. And the thing about the kids being out of school is that they have so much pent-up energy, so much pent-up emotion because they're used to running around and doing everything everywhere with all their friends and recess and just doing extracurricular activities. And now they're in the house under the roof with you all the time, and it just makes you go crazy. Okay, Jake, that's enough. Get out of here. Anyway, y'all, I want to say you guys need to take this time, especially single dads. Take the time to talk to your kids. Kids are people, they have interests. And it's funny because like me and my kids are like, have the same interests that I had when I was like younger, you know, because the mechanism for selling kids toys is all the same. Ninja Turtles, superheroes, video games. It's the same thing, just a different generation. My son Josiah, he's in the comics, he's in the video games, he's in the movies, he's into all that stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, he's even getting into girls now because he's preteen, you know, and it's crazy because like the older they get and they start turning into little people, it's like an amazing like thing to witness, you know what I mean? It's like a flower that's blooming, you know, it's like a tree that's finally growing its branches out, you know? So talk to them about what they like, talk to them about, you know, their interests, talk to them about things they care about, because when you do that, you create a connection between you and your kid. And as fathers, sometimes we have a hard time doing that because our mind is focused on paying the bills and working and more bills and being the best, being the strongest, you know, our egos. But we need to make sure to really nurture our kids, you know what I mean? Give them positive reinforcement and really pay attention to them and give them affection, you know, because that's going to affect them in the long run for them to be healthy, happy adults. Now, my younger son, he loves one thing and one thing only. And if you know him, you ever met him, you already know what it is. Trains. He loves trains. He knows the name. He knows the styles. He knows the mechanisms within them, you know, and I think that's great. He has a hobby and he really loves trains, but sometimes I think he can get a little wild. It got me thinking, maybe it's a little unhealthy. Maybe he has an obsession. I don't know. So as you can see, he gets really, really excited about trains, you know? And I just kind of feel like, you know, sometimes... Get out of here. Sometimes, you know, we just got to indulge those interests for our kids, you know? This is like the 30th time I did it, and I wanted to do something dramatic and something great, but like my son is jacking up the camera right now, and it's just like, I'm just gonna just say what I got to say, you know? Men, I know as men, we have an instinct and an urge to really go out there and get it. It's in our blood. We want to be creators, you know? We want to be generators and innovators. And it's our instinct, even in a pandemic, to gather the troops, gather the family, and go through the fire. I understand that. But there's a time for war, there's a time for peace, there's a time for movement, and there's a time to sit still. I'm moving, Josiah. Sorry, I had to cue him. Anyway, right now it's time for us to gather and to regroup. And it's hard because like I was getting ready to launch my business full-fledged, had all the mechanisms in place, was ready to launch it. And then all of a sudden, everything shut down. And the business, which was my photography, videography, and graphic design business, which depends on you going out, talking to people, having personal interactions with people, and being able to have meetings, and was killed by the whole social distancing order. And it really just frustrated me, because as a man, I wanted to go out and carve my own destiny and do what I wanted to do. But at the end of the day, shit happens, and we have to deal with it accordingly. So shout out to all my dads that are at home with their kids right now, that are doing the daddy thing and the teacher thing and the nurturer and the provider thing. Shout out to all my moms too, because I know there's a lot of moms out there that what they do is go out and conduct business, that are at home right now with their kids, when they have that urge and that instinct to go out and, make something for them and their families too. So shout out to all the people who were affected, and it's hard to stay home and hard to stay in place. But the thing is we gotta stay safe, and we gotta sit and wait. I always say, whatever you hear is 90% lies, 10% truths. Whatever those are, that's up for you to determine. But you gotta seek the truth. The truth is out there. And I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that people are getting sick. And I also know that I wouldn't want some asshole who didn't care coughing on my 65-year-old mom because he thought this whole thing was a conspiracy. So you guys stay safe, stay at home, chill out, and don't be pessimistic. Everything's gonna be okay. Stay strong, y'all. We out.